Hey everyone, Neil here. Let's do an episode. We don't development. Let's do production. There we go. Sweet. I've been spending a lot of time on 189, and it's super buggy. Like, dimensions are broken, potions are broken. Not broken, per se. I just haven't figured them out. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. What are we doing today? Oh, let's do, let's do durable items. We're overdue for durable items. I think. Maybe. Yeah, let's do durable items. So, what we're going to do is we're going to open up our items class, and we want to create some new stuff. And we're going to do like we did last time. Yeah, let's do it right here, because are they tools or are they items? They're tools. So public static item iron hammer, public static item iron disc. No. Shit. Iron punch. And then under here, let's create materials, and we're going to do public static item iron disc, and we're going to do an shit. There we go. A washer. A washer. Maybe we should change it to wife. No, wait, that's sexist. And I love my wife. I love her. Love her. So, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to use the hammer to take an iron ingot, and we're going to pound it out into discs. And then we're going to take the punch, and we're going to use that to punch a hole out of the middle and create a washer. Yeah. Sounds legit. So, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to come under tools, and we're going to say game registry. I'm going to spell it right. Register item, and we're going to grab our first one, the iron hammer, and that is going to be equal to a new ng iron tools. And I'm using ng obviously because it's Neil Gaming. That's me reaching down, grabbing a Baruski. We're going to do the unlocalized name, which will just make that iron hammer. I don't think that we really need to do anything else than that. other than specify that it's an iron hammer, and we'll do that. Let's copy and paste that, and we're going to put our punch in here. So we'll say iron punch. And this is the cool thing that I like about my naming conventions, is I can just copy pasta all that right in there. NG iron tools, that's already in there. What is in here? Oh shit, it's already in there. Let's just delete that, because we're going to come back and make that. Yep. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, let's do these. So we need our iron disc and our iron washer. Where are we going to put those? Those are... Where should they be? Oh boy, we put them under materials. So we will do the same. Materials. And these are just items. So we're going to copy out of our ingots, and we will just drop that in the same place. And can we do it? We can, just barely. So we're going to do iron disc, copy those in there, and we're going to do our iron washer. Like so. Let's go ahead and save that up. And we still need to create this class. I know that I just deleted that, but I want to go through and show you how to do that. I run through this in a development environment, and then I do my production, which is what I show you guys and gals. And I got ahead of myself apparently and put that in there. You know what, let's just get that out of the way. So we will do ng iron tools, and we already have a tools class package, I mean. So we'll put that under there. Booyah. And what are we going to put under here? That is an excellent question. So these are they're durable items, which means we don't use them like a pickaxe or anything like that, right? Because a pickaxe, you use the pickaxe and you mine a block and the durability goes down. With this, with a durable item, what we want is to put it in a crafting table and use it and have the durability go down there. So what we're going to do is, with this ng iron tools class, is we're going to say public ng iron tools, and we're going to pass along our unlocalized name. And we're going to say super. And we're going to use our shift key appropriately. And we're going to say this dot set unlocalized name is going to be name. And we're going to say that this dot max stack size is going to be 1. So just like a pickaxe, right? You can't stack multiple pickaxes on you can't stack multiple pickaxes on on, sorry, on top of each other, right? And that's not right. So this is going to be set max stack size. Set, no, max stack size is going to be 1. We're going to say set this dot set max set max damage is going to be 64, so we're going to use it 64 times and then it's going to die. And then we're going to say this dot set no repair, meaning that we can't put it in an anvil and repair it. And we're going to say this dot set creative tab is going to be ng global dot ng creative tab. Like so. And that should do it and clear up our errors over here. Sweet. Good deal. I have already created the model item textures and the regular textures for these. So I'm going to import them real fast. You guys can go through the code and then come up with your own textures. You can check my website, neilgaming.net. You'll see my source code under 189, and you can steal my textures and JSON files if you want. I'm just going to pull all of them in. So my JSON files for the models bless me. One more. There we go. Got those in here, and it looks like I tinkered around in my production folder already, so let me check and see if my hammer, punch are in there. Not the others. So let me check my textures. Disc and washer. So let's do this. Let's update our lang file. And I, of course, have this showing up in Sublime text. We'll move this over here. And I already have the hammer and punch in here, so we'll just do a quick copy paste. And we're going to have the iron disc. And the iron washer. Like so. We need to come in and make sure that they render correctly. And I don't have any of those in here, so we'll just copy and paste this for our tools, materials, and we will do IP, an iron hammer, an iron punch, iron disc, and an iron washer. Alright, So let's jump into the game and make sure everything shows up where it should be. I'm thinking it will. We're going to hope. We're going to take a drink to it. And I'm drinking Pepsi. No, yeah. NG2. It fucking snowed. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so we have a disc, we have a punch, we have a washer, we have a hammer. The ordering on these is a little weird. I just want to check something real quick. You know what? It's because I already had them in there. That's why. Because I already had the hammer and the punch in there. They showed up weird in my ordering. And I think if we want to reorder those, we can just do this. We will edit this out, and in our render, we will take this out, we will take this out, and this should reorganize our IDs. Yep, I know I took them out. Okay. So the game recognized that I took them out. Let's put them back in. Save it. And we'll come over here. And we'll save it. We'll run it and let's see what happens. Should reorganize it. Hopefully. We'll see. Nope. Whatevs. Whatevs. Okay, so we got them in there. Now what we have to do is we have to make those durable items work. And to do that, what we have to do is we have to create a new handler. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our handler class. We're going to create a new one. We're going to name this ng crafting handler. And we're going to say at subscribe event is going to be a public void on crafting item craft event. So we're using an event handler right here. We're going to name that event. Going to open that up, and we're going to import item crafted event. There we go. And we're going to leave that be. So, well, no, we're not going to leave it be, but the method is good. So we're going to say final II inventory, and we're going to call this a craft matrix is going to be equal to null inventory. We'll import. And so we need to do a for loop right here. So we're going to say for, we're going to declare int I is going to be equal to 0. And as long as I is less than event, so we're going to call that item crafted event, and we're going to call our variable craft matrix dot get size inventory. We'll put in a semicolon. We're going to increment that. So I plus plus, like so, and we're good. So now we're going to put in an if statement, and what we're going to be saying is if event, which is our item crafted event, dot craft matrix dot get stack in slot, and the slot is going to be equal to I, which we declared up above, right? If it is not equal to null, so as long we're saying as long as there's something in there, we're going to do something, and we're going to save it right here because this is where we need to give ourselves some space. Not that much space. So we're going to say iron hammer. So right here we're going to say if item, that's not how we do an if statement. If item, I can't do that because I have to say what item 0 is. Item stack item 0 is going to be equal to event dot craft matrix dot get stack in slot of I, and then we're going to say we're going to import item stack, and then we're going to say if item 0 has something in it. So if item 0 is not equal to null and item 0 dot get item is equal to ng items dot iron hammer, we're going to say item stack k is going to be equal to a new item stack. The same thing, right? Because essentially what we're doing is we're using up this item, right? So we still want our hammer. Comma 2 comma, we're going to open up a parenthetical and we're going to say item 0 dot get item damage is going to be +1. So we're incrementing the damage on that hammer every time we use it. Now, there's still something else that we have to do in here. So we're going to say if k.get item damage is greater than or equal to k.get max damage we're going to say k dot stack size, and we're going to decrement that just like so. And then we want to say event dot event dot craft matrix dot set inventory slot contents I k. Alright, so let me rerun through this. Every time we use the iron hammer, right, it's going to create a new instance of the iron hammer with damage +1, right? So when we come back here and we set the max damage to 64 for our iron stuff, right? So you can come through and you can create an NG diamond tools, right? And set the damage even higher, right? And if we actually come down here to tools, no wait, we want to come in here and we want to go up to our tools, right? So our tool material, you can see the max amount of damage, right? So max uses, right? So right now I have iron set to 64, where in all actuality you can use an iron pickaxe 250 times, right? So this is just something that I'm doing of my, you know what, fuck it, let's change this to 250, so that way iron matches up with everything else, right? So you can create your own, right? So if you want to do copper or tin or bronze, it's all going to be somewhere in between stone and iron, right? So you can increment these damage values as you will, right? I'm doing iron tools, so let's just set the max damage to be this. So we're saying that we're going to increment this item damage all the way up until it gets to 250. Once it gets to 250, so get item damage, if it's greater than get max damage, which is this guy right here, so if it's greater than that, it's just going to destroy the item, right? That's really what we're looking at. So what we can do here is we can just copy this like so. We're going to paste that in, although we've already declared item 0. So let's just change this to item 1 and item 1 and item 1. And we're not using the iron hammer this time, we're using the iron punch. And we're going to save this. Now the next thing that we need to do is we got to get this bad boy into the game. So how do we do that? I think we have to register this crafting handler somewhere. So let's do this. Let's go into our common proxy, and we're going to say FML common handler dot instance dot register I used bus before. But it doesn't like bus, I don't think, because it had a slash through it. Register new ng crafting handler. We import, so it likes that, but it doesn't like bus, and I think it's because of event bus. Just trying it out. You know what? I'm going to come back to this because this is deprecated. Use Minecraft Forge.eventBus. Okay, so yeah, we want to do this. So Minecraft Forge.eventBus.register new ng crafting handler, like so. Let's save that. Let's jump in and see what happens. You know what? Fuck. We need to do recipes. I'm a noob. Okay. We can just copy and paste this. And we're going to say a new item stack of ng items dot iron disk. And so how many iron disks do we want to get every time we use the hammer? Let's do 4. And we're going to say a new object, and the item that we're going to use so we're going to say items dot iron ingot is going to be a new item stack ng items. So here's the deal, right? We're going to use a hammer to do this, but we have to return the hammer and increment its damage each time. So we're going to say iron hammer 1, we're giving back one of them, and we're going to use the OR dictionary dot wildcard value, like so. And for our washer, we're going to do pretty much the same thing, right? So we're going to say every time that we use the punch, we're going to get back an iron washer, but we're only going to get 1. And the item that we're going to use is going to be ng items dot iron disk. That's our source material. The item that we're using to do it is going to be our punch. We're going to return 1, and we're going to use that OR dictionary wildcard value to make sure that it increments. Okay, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. This is already a long episode, so fuck it. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. Should we put on some music to, you know, just in case? See what happens? Maybe we should? Yeah, maybe some music. This is probably like copyrighted or some shit. I don't know. It's a great song, so we're gonna listen to it. Fuck it. Okay. So we're gonna need some items here. Let's jump over here and get a hammer. We'll get a punch. Yeah, that's a great song. That's a great song. Low Fidelity All Stars, Battle Flag. Check it out. It will date me. In the sense that it will let you know how old I actually am. Time set 0. No, shut up. There we go. Okay. Hammer. Washer. Or disc. So you'll see that we now have a durability bar under here. Spit them out. Get them back. We'll do S3E16. And we can now see the durability of that iron hammer. So let's grab a bunch of these. Like so. We'll see the durability has gone down. Let's take our iron disc up here and we'll put our punch in. Let's grab a bunch of these. So we've gathered 8 of them, and you'll see 242 of 250, that's 8. We'll gather a bunch more. We see we got 60 of them, and our durability has gone down by 60. Let's pick up our punch. So there you have it, durable items. Just like in, oh man, it's old school Ticket days. What was that mod? The really cool one with Bluetricity, Red Power. Red Power. Such a great mod. Where'd she go? Where did that developer go? Anyways, so that's all I got. That is our episode for tonight. That's durable items. Hugs, loves, kisses, like, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, blah. Love you. Bye.